I'm Seabass, and welcome to episode 1 of the Seattle Seahawks franchise. And before everyone starts talking, okay, I know my profile pic is a 49ers logo with our championships, and I'm not a bandwagon Seahawks fan. Trust me, okay? It is killing me a little bit on the inside to play with the Seahawks. However, my policy every year with Madden is to pick the team who won the Super Bowl, and that happened to be the Seattle Seahawks this past year. So, I will do this franchise with the Seahawks. I am really hoping and praying that the Patriots win the Super Bowl, because although I don't like the Patriots, playing with the Seahawks for 2 years in a row would just bring me immense pain. So, I don't think I'm ready to be able to play with this team for 2 years in a row. And actually, I think if I get the Seahawks again next year, I'm probably going to go to the Patriots anyways, because I don't want to get you guys the same team twice in a row. But let's just leave that for another day. In a couple weeks, we'll know what happens, and then I'll figure myself out there. So, yeah, we're almost done with the preseason. Done with week 3, heading over to week 4. I'm just trying to make this quick. And, by the way, I play 12-minute quarters, so this game should be long, it should be not too long, but still produce realistic stats. At least it's not too long for me, because I used to play 15-minute quarters with no Excel. So I'm used to 2-3 hour Madden games. But I'm not going to put you guys through that. I promise I will try to keep all my videos under an hour. NBA 2K, that might be a little hard to do. So, yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. But, the thing about the Seahawks, that even though I hate them to death, right now I'm just going to pretend like I'm starting fresh with some team I'm neutral about. Their core is young, and I don't know if they have the contract extensions here already in Madden 15. I don't think they do. And oh, by the way, I'm going to do scouting later after the episode's on my own time. No, Trey Wingo, shut up. I don't care. Let's turn on injuries. I turned those off for the preseason, as I did not want to have any unpleasant surprises heading into opening week. And I guess we'll figure out my depth chart when we get there. I trust the CPU to organize it the way they want. So, I'm not too bad about that. And, here we go. Against the Green Bay Packers at home. The Packers pretty close to where we are in terms of overall rating. And, as an 89 overall, the Seahawks, most teams in the NFL are not over 85. So we should have fairly smooth sailing, not only this season, but as we continue to get stronger. I don't want to go with a team that has total rebuild, so I like to have a team the championship team, I like to keep their culture of winning alive, even if it is Seattle. And, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just dying a little on the inside right now. As now, here we go. We are almost set here for the opening game of the season, as you're going to take a look here at Russell Wilson. Wow, he's a 94. I cannot believe that. Oh my gosh. And then you have Aaron Rodgers, who's a 97, so yeah, let's just say 2 good quarterbacks are going to be playing in this game, and that's how we put it simply. And now, welcome to Century Link Field in Seattle, Washington, home of the Seahawks, and we are almost underway here for this 2014 season. Man, these fans are getting hyped here. You can see them jumping up and down, bouncing around there. Everyone really pumped up to get this game underway and get us started. You see Mike McCarthy there, coach of the Packers, getting his guys ready. Russell Wilson, shaking hands there with Bobby Wagner there. And now it's Percy Harvin back deep to return for the Seattle Seahawks. And it's going to be Mason Crosby booting it deep here for Green Bay. Now here we go. It's the start of a brand new season, and Mason Crosby gets the 2014 NFL season underway. Percy Harvin set to return, takes it from about the 4 or 5, and he gets this one out to the 25, and that'll bring out Super Bowl champion Russell Wilson here at quarterback for us. I mean, look at the ratings. This is a guy who I'm going to look to lock up for a long-term contract later on in this series. Definitely going to look to manage my cap space well. But let's not think about the offseason right now. Let's think about the task at hand, as it's Wilson in the gun with Marshawn Lynch, and he hands it off to Marshawn Lynch. And Lynch spinning out of that tackle, showing that beast mode power, picking up about 10 there. Nice job by Marshawn, bowling through the Sam Lynch tackle. Here comes 2nd and inches. Sam Lynch. No, it's Sam Shields. Excuse me. Now here comes Wilson in the pistol here with Lynch. Hand off to Marshawn, trying to bounce that outside. Instead, he gets a gain of 4. 1st and 10. Julius Peppers on that tackle, and now here comes Wilson in the gun with Lynch. And he takes a snap on 1st down. And he's sacked! Russell Wilson quickly brought down by Clay Matthews on a designed screen play there. Wilson, he just had nowhere to go. The entire Green Bay defense swamping him there. Now here comes Wilson under center with Lynch in the backfield. Marshawn Lynch trying to show some power, picks up about 2. As you're going to get to take a look at the Seattle Seahawks offense here. And as you take a look around, Russell Okung, James Carpenter, Max Umbridge, J.R. Sweezy, and Alvin Bailey. And then the backs and receivers are Percy Harvin, Derek Coleman, Marshawn Lynch, Zach Miller, and Jermaine Kearse. Here comes 3rd down and 20 now. Wilson in the gun with Lynch. And on a 3rd down and very long, we don't want to make big mistakes, but we don't want to get sacked either. Sam Shields comes through, and it's going to be 4th and 27, Seattle punt. Here comes John Ryan after a pretty poor first drive from the Seahawks, and Ryan boots this one deep. It's a nice punt, but the blocking is great here from Green Bay, and that's going to give Randall Cobb a chance to return this out to the 39, and that'll bring out one of the best quarterbacks in the league here, Aaron Rodgers. If you thought Wilson's ratings were good, this guy's ratings are outstanding. He's definitely going to be a challenging one to stop here in this game. There we go. It's Rodgers under center with Lacy in the backfield. Hand off to Eddie Lacy. And Lacy popped there quickly. That was Bobby Wagner and Earl Thomas there to help out for good measure. As you take a look at the Green Bay offense, it's Bakhtiari, Sitton, Shredder, Lang, and some other guy on the offensive line. Nelson, Kuhn, Lacy, Bostic, and Cobb are the backs and receivers. And Bostic, he's garnered some fame recently thanks to his botched onside kick against the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. And it's the exact same matchup, exact same place as we are in this game, as that's thrown up deep to Jordy Nelson. The pass rush has to get there. That was only 18 yards, even though it felt like 30, as our pass rush just got absolutely stymied by the Green Bay offensive line. They motion Bostic, and Rodgers still under center with Lacy in the backfield. Weak guy set, and he hands it off to Lacy, and he's brought down there. It's Cam Chancellor shooting the gap and making the tackle. As you take a look at our ferocious defense, I'm not going to say the names anymore. I've already tried a couple times. It hasn't exactly worked out, but this is a great starting unit here for us, as defense certainly much more of a sure thing than the offense, as our offense does need quite a bit of work. Now here comes 2nd and 12, and the backfield is emptied out here. Rodgers is going to take the snap here. Aaron Rodgers goes to a wide open Jordy Nelson, throwing it away from Richard Sherman there, and that'll pick up a 1st down. Both completions for a total of 31 yards have gone to Jordy Nelson, as our defense has not done a great job in pass rush. And now that throw is quickly jarred loose there. That was Bruce Irvin forcing 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. Now here we go. It's Rodgers in the gun with Lacey on 2nd down and 10, and it's going to be a false start there for Green Bay. It's Josh Sitton, the man guilty of that penalty, and that's going to set them back 5 yards and possibly going to make it even tougher on them here for getting into field goal range. Now here comes Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield, and Rodgers motions in Nelson, and he takes a snap. The blitz. Oh boy, that was an all or nothing try there from my slot corner there. I'm not sure who it was, but he's definitely going to take some flack from me for that, as he can't go out diving, especially when you're covering Colt Lyerla. I mean, there you just got to hit an arm in, or maybe have a decent hit on him, and he's not going to catch it. Well, now here we go. It's 2nd down and 1 after the Richard Sherman tackle. It's Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield. Lacey, touchdown, Green Bay, and we are behind early here at home. And the defense certainly disappointed on that first drive. I was really looking forward to us having a dominating and good physical presence. But instead, on the first drives on both sides of the ball, we have not looked good. The Green Bay Packers have looked significantly better than us. It hasn't even been close. As here we go. It's 7-0 Green Bay, and Crosby's going to boot this one deep. We're going with the returner committee here, as it's Adams taking it out of the end zone. Adams getting out to about the 20, and he's absolutely decked there. Bring up 1st and 10. It's Russell Wilson now. Going to take this one from under center. Lynch in the backfield, and Wilson takes the snap, moves around, and he hits Anthony McCoy, but that's only going to gain about 1, as you're going to get to take a look at the Green Bay defense, which so far, thanks to a couple of early sacks, has looked pretty good. But, I mean, hopefully as the game goes along, we become able to expose their weaknesses. But the way it's been going so far, I wouldn't bet on it, as here comes 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard completion to Anthony McCoy, the tight end. And here comes Wilson in the gun with Lynch, and he takes the snap. Wilson goes outside, hits Sidney Rice, and Rice, did he get there? Nope, it's 3rd and 1. Here comes the 3rd down and 1 play. This is going to be a big test of toughness for both teams. Are we the tougher team? We're about to find out. So now here comes a handoff to Derek Coleman, and I think he got it. Yes, he did. 1st down, a 2-yard rush there from Derek Coleman. Now here comes Russell Wilson on 1st down. He's under center. Lynch and Coleman in the backfield. Motions Coleman and takes a snap. It's play action. Wilson goes quick to Coleman, and he overthrows him. Wilson shouldn't have been leading him there. He should have just hit him with a dot and then let Coleman run with it. But Russell Wilson with an inaccurate pass there. Now here comes 2nd and 10. With Lynch in the backfield, he hands it off. It's Marshawn Lynch. Nice job hitting the hole and picking up the 1st down, I think. Nope, 3rd and inches coming up. Here comes the 3rd down play. It's Wilson under center with Lynch in the backfield. And the handoff to Lynch. And Lynch, again, finding a nice hole there. He has 5 carries for 34 yards. He's been explosive so far for our offense. He's been just what we need, as here comes Wilson in the gun with Lynch on 1st and 10. And Russell Wilson takes a snap. The pressure coming. Wilson escapes, but he's sacked. Shrugs off the initial sack, but Mike Neal comes up and cleans this play up for Green Bay's defense. 2nd and 17. Our offensive line has not been good under pressure, and they've forced Russell Wilson to be in a few uncomfortable situations. Lynch picks up about 6 to set up 3rd and about 10. So he actually picked up 7 there. 3rd and long here. Can we convert this time? Wilson in the gun with Lynch. Takes the snap. Wilson goes over the middle, and Lynch is popped and drops the pass. Banjo forces that drop, and now here comes a 2nd punt from John Ryan, as we're just not playing too well on offense. The offensive line has let Russell Wilson down, and they've been good in run blocking. Pass blocking, though, has been a completely different monster for us. Now here comes 1st down and 10. It's Rodgers in the gun with Lacey here on this play. And Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. And Rodgers, pressure coming, shrugs off the sack, goes, and he's picked! Richard Sherman with the interception. Oh my gosh, what a turn of events there. That was an emotional roller coaster for me as it went from a sack to a shrugged off sack and a big play probably from Rodgers to an interception for us. Now can we take advantage of this and get in the end zone? Wilson, he's going to go down again 4 times in the first quarter. This time it's Julius Peppers getting in on Russell. We have done a bad job in pass protection, forcing Wilson to scramble around in the pocket all day long. You never want to do that for your quarterback, even if he does have good running ability, as Russell Wilson does. This is going to set up 3rd and 12 after a gain of 7. Banjo with his 3rd tackle, and now we have to avoid a sack at all costs if we want to stay in field goal range. Here comes Wilson, taking the snap, going outside, and that's nearly picked. Russell Wilson incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 12. Hauschka going to try a field goal now. And Hauschka, the kick. It's up, and it's good. 7-3, as at least we get on the board. But, I mean, our pass protection has to be better if we want any hope of scoring a touchdown. Here comes Steven Hauschka, kicking it off to Green Bay after we get a field goal following the Aaron Rodgers interception. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. It's a 7-3 lead for the Packers. Here comes Rodgers in the gun with Lacey. On 1st and 10, Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. Rodgers goes deep, and oh! Jarrett Boykin had Byron Maxwell beat, but Rodgers, a rare and accurate pass from him. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here comes Rodgers in the gun with Lacey as he looks a little shaken after the interception. And he takes the snap now. Here comes Aaron Rodgers, the dump off, and that hits his guard. Rodgers really mad about that, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. The momentum's starting to shift towards Seattle as more and more plays are ending up in our favor. Now here comes Rodgers out of the gun on 3rd and 10. Taking it, going to the quick out there, and he hits his man. It's Randall Cobb. As in spite of all the troubles here from Rodgers, he's still having a nice first quarter, 72 yards so far. Here comes 1st and 10 now for the Packers. It's Rodgers. Fakes the snap, and now he's going to take it. It's Rodgers from the 39. The coverage is good. He scrambles, and here we go. Rodgers slides down to a stop, and that'll bring an end to the first quarter. And it's been a rough one for us. We've allowed some nice plays to the Packers, and our offense has been quite silent here. Let's see if we can improve here in the second quarter as we are back in Seattle here. And it's 7-3 in a defensive slugfest, really. Now here comes 2nd down and 2 for Green Bay. It's going to be Rodgers under center with Kuhn and Lacey in the backfield after Lane notches his first tackle of the game to end the first quarter. And Wagner and Malcolm Smith brings him down. Smith, the Super Bowl MVP there, and the guy who, I hate that guy because he had the pick on Kaepernick at the end of the championship game last year. But, let bygones be bygones, especially after he makes a nice tackle. But the coverage there has to be better from Richard Sherman. 1st and 10. Well, here comes 1st down after that next 1st down as this offense has been chugging downfield. Our defense has not really looked too strong here, or at least as strong as expected. And that's another catch for them. Malcolm Smith on the tackle. Jordy Nelson, 4 catches for 50 yards already in this game. We have to find a way to stop him. Richard Sherman hasn't been able to, and neither has Byron Maxwell or the linebackers when they've been tasked with covering him. Now here comes Rodgers to Lacey. Easy 1st down there. Eddie Lacy has 6 rushes for I'm not sure how many yards, but yeah, that's also a sign our run defense needs to improve. Here comes Rodgers under center here in an odd formation with Lacey, the deep back, and now it's the handoff to Eddie Lacy, and he's brought down by Tony McDaniel. Gain of 2 here in the NFL's opening game of the season. It's been all Green Bay so far, really. And now here comes Rodgers in the gun with Lacey on 2nd and 9. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. The blitz coming. They snuff it out, but he's brought down at the 36 by Michael Bennett. First sack of the day as our pressure finally pays off. This offensive line has been excellent all day, and finally we get the break we need. And now here we go. McDaniel applying pressure on Rodgers. He hits him, and Rodgers! Our coverage just collapses there. Cam Chancellor that time, charged with covering Jordy Nelson, and he just can't do it. I mean, none of our players have been capable of handling coverage duties here in the first half. Now here comes Rodgers dropping back to pressure, and he shrugs off a sack yet again and turns that into a gain of yardage. We have to be better tacklers, and we have to play tougher and more tight on these Packers. 9 rush plays to 11 pass plays here from Green Bay, and now here comes 2nd and 7. Very balanced offense so far from them. It's the handoff to Lacey, and Lacey brought down after a gain of 1. That was Bruce Irvin, as we have done a nice job limiting Lacey here, as our run defense has been stout, but the Legion of Boom really letting us down here in pass coverage. Here comes 3rd and 6 with James Starks in the game. And now here we go. It's Aaron Rodgers stepping around, and he's sacked! We finally put a stop to this drive, and yet again it's Michael Bennett. And that'll bring up a field goal try here from Mason Crosby. And here we go. Crosby set to take this one. And it's snapped back, Flynn the hold, and Crosby's kick is good. 10-3 Green Bay. Can our offense come out and score a touchdown? I sure hope so, as if we aren't able to score a touchdown here, that would put us in an extremely hard position, as it's still a one-score game and we have to take advantage of it while we can. 1st and 10. Now can Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson lead us to glory on the... Okay, not victory quite yet. There's still a long time left in this game. As Wilson takes snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch trying to bounce it outside, showing power, but he's not going to go anywhere. Blocking lets him down there, and more importantly, the Packers, their defense just swamping Lynch there. Now Wilson out of the split backfield, motions in Curse, takes the snap, here comes the blitz, hits Harvin, Percy Harvin, first down, shrugging off hits, and he's got a big gain there. Russell Wilson there picks up 23 on the catch and run to Percy Harvin. Oh, what a nice play there, and that'll bring up 1st and 10. Momentum probably shifting after that as Wilson takes the snap. Wilson goes quick over the middle. He's going to let Harvin catch and run with it again. It's a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. 2 catches for 30 yards so far. Now here comes 2nd and 3. And Wilson takes the snap. And he goes quick and finds Marshawn Lynch, who's powering forward, and manages to pick up a yard there on that catch. I thought he would lose maybe 1 or 2. Now here comes the 3rd down and 2 play. Lynch has been in for every snap so far. And he takes a snap on 3rd down. And Lynch goes up the gut and picks it up. 1st down and 10 Seattle. Here we go with time running down in the first half. If we can get the late touchdown, that would give Green Bay little time to get the momentum back before halftime. Now here comes Wilson out to Doug Baldwin, who I've chosen to put lower in the depth chart because he's not really a spectacular receiver. I want to see how Jermaine Kearse develops in a number 2 role first, as I like him better than Baldwin. And now here comes Harvin. Harvin going quick, and he hits Jermaine Kearse. Kearse picking up about 10 as Wilson's passing numbers starting to get back up to a good area. Kearse with the 11-yard catch. Now here comes Wilson under center with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. Play action goes Zach Miller. Touchdown Seattle Seahawks. And with a PAT here, we could make this a tie game as Miller gets the touchdown there. And to make it a 10-10 ball game here, Hauschka's kick is good, and we are tied now in Seattle. Wilson 6 for 6 and 73 yards on that drive. That has really helped get the passing numbers back up for him, as he now has, I believe, 82 in the first half. Hopefully he can get another drive to maybe boost those even more. And a big hit from Chancellor. This Team surely has some adrenaline pumping right now. You can see it in our eyes right now as we just have a desire to hit hard. As Rodgers play action, nobody bites, and he goes over the middle and completes it to Boykin, threading the needle, and he's 8 for 12 with 127 yards. Our defense has to step up. Here comes second down and 10. 2:08 to go in the half, and they're likely going to take the snap before the 2-minute warning, and it's going to be the last one before the 2-minute warning. And here we go. The 2-minute warning, and it's 2nd and 4 for Green Bay. Can we do something? Can we get the ball back here? The defense has underperformed all day, but if we can get a big stop on this drive, that would mean a whole lot to our offense. And that's complete for a first down. And now here we go. 1st and 10. Rodgers takes the snap. Rodgers outside and forced loose there. Who was that? Adams. Great play from him. I'm going to give him a big pat on the back next time Pete Carroll sees him. That was a nice job. 2nd and 10 now for Green Bay. 1:44 to go. And it's play action. Rodgers going outside, and that's picked! Richard Sherman, and the official steps out of the way to give Sherman his pick 6 here. And Seattle take the lead. What a turn of events there. Sherman with his 2nd interception on Rodgers of the night. Beautiful, beautiful play there from Richard Sherman. And the PAT is up and good to make it 17-10 Seattle. Richard Sherman with the interception there. And now here we go. The kickoff. It's going to go deep, and it's going to be Tramon Williams fielding this one. And Williams stopped there by Coleman at the 19. Now here, 1:32 to go, and certainly Green Bay will be in a rush to try to get the momentum back. Seattle 14 unanswered points, and they've outscored the Packers 17-7 ever since the first touchdown. Now here comes Rodgers. Rodgers stepping up in the pocket and delivering a strike. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 2 now. And Rodgers takes a snap. And he steps up, goes over the middle, and a great play there. That was Adams again. Just great fundamental pass coverage from him. Very happy to see those kinds of plays from Adams. And now here comes Rodgers, empty backfield set on 3rd and 2. Rodgers takes the snap. Rodgers stepping up, and Hill brings him down. He's short. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back here with 2 timeouts and time left in the first half. 4th and 1, and they're going to punt it. 1:08 to go. Can Russell Wilson make something happen here with his arm and maybe his legs if necessary? The 4th and 1 play. And that's nearly blocked there, and Percy Harvin's going to get to return this one. Harvin getting out to about the 28. We could choose to chew clock, but even with Marshawn Lynch, that could end up in an explosive play. And here comes 1st down and 10. Split backfield here with Lynch and Miller in the backfield. The snap taken by Wilson. Goes quick out, and he's nearly intercepted. That could have been a pick 6 of their own for Green Bay, but Wilson just threw that way too hard for Casey Hayward to be able to hold on to. Here comes 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson in the back, under center, with Lynch in the backfield, and Lynch out of the backfield takes that for a gain of about none. And Percy Harvin with a concussion, and he's going to be out for the game. So now our only explosive receiver is out, and we're left with Jermaine Kearse as our number 1 option. Now here comes Wilson in the gun with Lynch, and he takes the snap. I wasn't even aware that Harvin had gotten injured, but apparently he did. And now here comes Lynch turning this upfield. Oh my gosh! Beast mode at its finest there. 1st and 10. Now here we go. 1st down play from Seattle. It's Wilson under center with Lynch in the backfield. And he hands it off to Lynch. Lynch powering. And we're going to call a timeout here with 27 seconds to go. 2nd and 7 coming up. Here we go. It's Wilson getting in the gun with Lynch here, as we're going to have to find out a way to survive without Harvin. He didn't have a big impact at the beginning of the game, but then again we struggled at the beginning. And that's a gain of 3 there to set up 3rd and 4. Now here comes 3rd and 4 play. Under center, Wilson with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. Handoff, Lynch. Lynch gets a couple, and that's going to set up a punt. 10-17 here still. As we, oh my gosh, wait, let me answer this. This might be important. Hold on. Bien. Nada. Bien. Nada. First time never know. Sí. Sí. Eso que dijiste no más. Okay. Okay, so now here we are, as it's John Ryan set to punt this one away, and he takes it, boots it deep, and that's a nice one there, and it's going to drop into the end zone, touchback, and it gives Green Bay exactly 1 second to work with here, so they can maybe take a shot downfield, or are they going to get, yeah, they're going to get in victory formation here, or should we say losing formation, as the Packers down 17-10, and the momentum has been completely swung before the half after a extremely surprising Richard Sherman pick 6 to make it 17-10 Seattle. And now let's see what we can do, as our defense has not been dominant by any means. However, we have come up when it counts, and we've made big plays when we've needed to. As you can take a look at the stats coming up here, our passing yards, yes, Wilson has been sacked a lot, that's why the numbers look so bad, but, you know, he's been solid, and our offensive line needs to improve if we want to continue to get out to a lead in this game. As you take a look there at Rodgers' great pass to Nelson, as our defense struggled in the first quarter in pass defense. We allowed 140 first half yards to Rodgers. Hopefully we can cut down on that in the second half, as this is where it all changed. Zach Miller's touchdown, and then Richard Sherman's pick 6, as you can see here. That really shifted the entire momentum, and a big swing in the events, as you see the stats scrolling down there. You know, no one's been explosive. I mean, there's been players with good games. I mean, Jordy Nelson has actually been explosive. He's been the best player in this game so far, and let's see if we can limit him, as Micah Hyde takes it with the second half underway, and he's brought down at the 18. And now here comes the defense. Can we continue to do what we did at the end of the first half and just dominate right now? Here comes Rodgers under center with Kuhn and Lacey in the backfield, 1st and 10. It's play action. They pick up the blitz, and he goes outside. They're going to call that a completion to Brandon Bostic. I don't think I should challenge that. That looks pretty legitimate. Now here comes 1st and 10. It's Rodgers in the gun here with Lacey. Rodgers fakes that snap, and he motions his man in. Time winding down in the play clock, and he hands it off to Lacey, who's quickly brought down by Bobby Wagner. We have a lot of sure tacklers here in the linebacking core. However, our defensive line has not been too great in tackling today. I would like to improve that. Now here comes Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield on 2nd and 10. It's a counter run to Lacey. Lacey takes this up the gut and picks up about 3. He's got 30 yards on 11 carries. Now here we go. 3rd and 7. Here comes Rodgers in the gun with Starks. And he hands it off to Starks. And Starks isn't going to get it. The Seahawks force 4th down yet again, and we're going to get the ball back and a chance to extend this to a 2-score lead, as Jeremy Lane was in on that tackle. Now here comes Tim Mistay. Mistay. He's going to have to seriously pooch this kick due to the wind, and we're down at the 3. Beast mode is going to have to show up big here, as now here comes 1st and 10. Under center is Wilson with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield, and Wilson takes a snap. It's a QB sneak, and he's just going to power forward for a couple of yards, as you're going to get to see here the struggles of Russell Wilson in terms of the pass rush from Green Bay. He has been bullied here, and I would hate to see him get injured, so our offensive line really has to start stepping it up. And, I mean, it's not fair to a quarterback to have to do this, and after that 1-yard rush, it's 2nd and 9. It's Wilson under center with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. And he takes a snap, it's play action, they blitz, and it's Zach Miller down the field. That was the same play as the touchdown pass, and that gets us a play that might have been just as big to get us out of safety range. Now here comes 1st and 10. Wilson, empty backfield here on this play, and he takes the snap. Wilson steps up. Wilson, he's going to run forward, and he's going to pick up nothing there. 2nd and 10 coming up. He tucked it after the pump fake. That'll bring up the 2nd down play. Wilson in the pistol here with Lynch. Very balanced offense, as you can see from our play calling selection. The blitz comes. One man uncovered, and it's Zach Miller again. He has seamlessly replaced Percy Harvin in this game, as Wilson has been able to get to him quite a few times here. Miller 3 catches for 67 yards. Now here comes 1st and 10 out of a power set. It's Lynch bouncing it outside, cutting it back in, bowling over a tackler, and picking up about 9. He's got 12 rushes for 63 yards. A great game from Marshawn. Here comes 2nd down and 1 now. Lynch is going to take the snap. Oh no, I mean Wilson takes the snap, hands it off to Lynch, and that's a pickup of 4. Very good game from Marshawn Lynch in this game. Oh man, sorry about that. Excuse me. Now here comes Wilson in the gun with Lynch on 1st and 10, and he takes the snap, and the blitz is picked up well, and he goes out there to Doug Baldwin, as Baldwin has stepped up nicely as a slot receiver here ever since Harvin went down. Now here comes 1st and 10. Baldwin with his 3rd catch. He's got 28 yards on the day. Under center is Wilson with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield, and he takes it, goes over the middle to Anthony McCoy. McCoy, the backup tight end, with his 2nd catch on the day. Russell now has 169 in terms of passing yardage on the day, and Anthony McCoy 2 catches for 12 yards. Now it's Wilson under center. Drops back, the pressure coming, but he gets it off there to Sidney Rice for a 1st down. Wilson is 16 of 20 for 180 yards, as he has stepped up big time recently. Now here we go. It's Wilson under center with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. And Wilson takes a snap, handoff to Lynch. Marshawn powers through. That's a touchdown! And the Seahawks with their 2nd offensive touchdown of the day. And that's going to make this game 23-10. Let's see if he can make it 24-10 here. And he does. Stephen Hauschka extends this to 14 points, 10 plays, 97 yards. Russell Wilson having a big-time drive there. And let's see what we can do here, as we have now gotten off to a 2-score lead. Will Green Bay respond, or will our defense continue to play well as they have so far in this 2nd half? As there was Micah Hyde being brought down. 1st and 10. Here we go. Packers ready for the next possession. It's Aaron Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield. And Rodgers going to hand it off to Lacey. And Lacey is brought down after a gain of 6. That was one of his biggest gains of the day, as he has really struggled against this run defense. They haven't given him too many touches either, but in the reps that he's gotten, he has not done well. And it's not even that small of a sample size, as Rodgers throws across his body to Nelson, and that was a bad throw there, making Nelson backtrack, and he's going to lose a few yards, as Nelson has 6 catches, 76 yards there, and now here comes 3rd and 2. Jordy has been really hard to stop, and let's see what we can do on this 3rd down play. Can we be the tougher of the 2 teams yet again? It's Lacey. Lacey picking up the 1st down. Nice agility by him there. Here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 36 now for this Green Bay offense. Here comes Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield. The handoff to Lacey. Picking up about 5. It's 2nd down and 5 now. It's going to be Rodgers in the gun with Starks on this play. And Aaron Rodgers is going to take the snap now. Hand off to Starks on the draw, and a nice tackle there. Again, it's Bruce Irvin with a solid bring down. 3rd and 1 coming up here. Can we get the stop on 3rd and short now this time? It's Rodgers in the gun with Starks, or in an odd formation that I think implies they're going to run this, and they do. I called it right with my voice, but not with my play call there, and it's a gain of 6 from James Starks. Definitely been going to the run a lot more lately as they're trying to just grind away here. It's Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield on 1st and 10. And Rodgers takes the snap. Here comes the blitz, and he gets it off quickly to Jarrett Boykin. But a nice tackle from Bobby Wagner yet again, this time to stop Boykin after a gain of 2. Look, they can complete as many passes as they want. As long as they don't get nice gains off of them, I'm fine with it. Now here comes Rodgers under center with Lacey in the backfield on 2nd and 8. And Lacey picks up about 4. 3rd and 4 coming up. Here comes a big 3rd down play here. Rodgers under center with Lacey and Kuhn in the backfield. And Rodgers is going to drop back to pass. The pressure comes, and he gets it off, and it's batted down at the line. There, I'm not even sure who that was. Oh, that was Cliff Averill. Never mind. And it's 4th and 4. Green Bay forced to punt, and we're going to get the ball back yet again. Our defense, another tremendous effort and a clutch play. Now here comes Mistay, booting it deep, and that's actually not going to go that deep. We're going to get it at the 24, so no more safety problems to worry about for us. Here comes 1st and 10. Now here comes Wilson in the pistol with Lynch, and he's going to hand it off to Lynch. Lynch trying to bounce it outside. Power there again. That has been the name of the game for Marshawn all day, and it doesn't surprise me. He has just powered through this Green Bay defense, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Wilson under center with Lynch in the backfield, and he takes the snap. Wilson goes quick out to Zach Miller as the transition without Percy Harvin has been seamless. And now that'll bring up the 4th quarter, and we seem to be getting control. We shouldn't get too confident, though. Continue to play well, solid fundamentals as we've seen, and just get stuff done. And now we're going to be back in Seattle here. 4th quarter of action. As you can see, we have taken control lately after a little bit of a shaky start. And let's see if we can finish things off here at home. It's Wilson in the gun with Lynch. And he's going to hand it off for some sort of shotgun formation. And Lynch isn't going to gain anything there. Nice tackle. And the Seahawks were up against Chargers, Broncos, then Redskins. And that's a tough stretch coming up. The Redskins are kind of a let-off there, but still, Chargers and Broncos definitely going to be a challenge, especially the Chargers game away from home. Now here comes Lynch, and he's gone nowhere but back. Loss of 6, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 16. Trying to bounce it, thought he could use his power there, but the blocking was not good by Seattle. We did not overpower the Green Bay linemen. And now here comes the 3rd down play. The blitz is picked up. Wilson throws that off his back foot, and he just underthrows Sidney Rice. Man, that had the potential to be a tremendous play from Russell Wilson, but that'll bring up 4th down and 16. Green Bay's defensive coordinator, Dom Capers, has known what plays to call here. Now here comes Randall Cobb to the 27. Nice tackle. Immediately bringing him down there was Lane. Now here comes 1st and 10 here for the Green Bay offense. It's Rodgers in the gun with Lacey. And Rodgers, 10:46 to go, down 14, takes the snap. And the blitz is picked up well, and he gets that pass there to Jarrett Boykin. Rodgers, although he had the much superior first half, it's really been Russell Wilson who's performed better. And Wilson might have even been better if he'd had a half-decent offensive line, or at least a great offensive line like Rodgers has had in this game, as Wilson has had little to no time to throw his passes. Now here comes Rodgers, and he's picked! It's Richard Sherman for the 3rd time! He has a hat trick here. And Aaron Rodgers, he should just plain out avoid him next time. Richard Sherman, 3rd interception of the day. And now here comes 1st down for Seattle. It's Wilson taking it, going on the wheel play to Lynch, and again displaying that great power to pick up the first down. Wilson nearly at 200 yards passing on this game. Marshawn Lynch has 4 catches for 25 yards. He's done a nice job out of the backfield as well. And now here we go. It's Lynch taking the toss, and he's spinning around, and he's still up, and he's brought down after a gain of 9. He's got 18 carries for 82 yards on this game. Here comes second down and 1. Wilson under center with Lynch in the backfield. And Wilson's going to hand this one off to Marshawn Lynch, and he's just going to power himself up the guts. Gets the first down, 1st and 10 now. Here comes Wilson. Under center with Lynch in the backfield, and he makes the snap. And he's sacked! Oh, I got a little sidetracked there, and Clay Matthews with the 2nd sack of the day. Now here we go. Wilson under center with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. And it's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's actually going to lose nothing, actually, so it'll be 3rd and 18. 3rd down and long play now. Russell Wilson, empty backfield sets, and he takes the snap. Green Bay trying to bring pressure here. Wilson, outside, oh my gosh! Ricardo Lockett, it seems, dropped that pass wide open with a chance to, if not get a first down, then make it to a manageable 4th down conversion attempt or get us into field goal range, but he just drops that pass. A blatant drop from Ricardo Lockett, and now that'll bring up 1st down for Green Bay. Thanks to a key drop on 3rd down, and again bad pass protection, here comes the Green Bay offense. It's Rodgers under center with Kuhn and Lacey in the backfield. Aaron Rodgers going with the quick out there. John Kuhn brought down by Richard Sherman, who has been the MVP of this game, no question. Now here comes 2nd down and 4. It's Rodgers in the gun with Lacey. And Aaron Rodgers. He's going to take the snap now. It's a screen, and he goes off to Lacey, and Earl Thomas can't bring him down. Byron Maxwell brings him down after the first is picked up. 10-yard gain there, and here comes 1st and 10. Here comes Rodgers in the gun with Lacey. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. Rodgers shuffling around, dumps that off to Bostic, as he's always had a check down. It doesn't matter who it is, and that's a gain of 9. Rodgers at 199 in terms of yardage in this game. 2nd and 1, and it's Rodgers in the gun here with Starks. And Rodgers hands it off to Starks, and Starks is brought down at the line of scrimmage. It's Earl Thomas forcing 3rd and 2, as that was actually a loss of 1. And now here comes a big test of toughness for both teams. 3rd down and 2. It's Aaron Rodgers in the gun with James Starks. It's going to be a pass, and he goes to the screen. It's Starks, and oh, it looks like he has open field, but Byron Maxwell quickly cuts him off. 1st and 10, Green Bay. Starts with a 16-yard screenplay on a big 3rd down, and now here comes 1st and 10 for the Packers. Rodgers takes a snap. It's another screen. He's hit hard, and oh boy, Bobby Wagner fails in the tackling there, as Richard Sherman eventually brings him down. And who is injured on this play here? Let's take a look. And it's Aaron Rodgers, and that looks serious. Matt Flynn into the game now, and we can't underestimate him, as he's facing his ex-team that gave him the big contract and then benched him in favor of the 3rd-round rookie. So he's definitely going to look to exact some revenge, and he starts out with a 3-yard screenplay. 2nd and 7 now after the Aaron Rodgers injury, and it's Matt Flynn under center with Eddie Lacy in the backfield. Bobby Wagner with 6 tackles on this game. He's done a nice job for himself. Flynn handoff to Lacy, as our defense is looking like it has more holes than the cheese heads in Green Bay. It's starting to look like the shaky beginning of game defense we saw from Seattle, and we don't want that. Now here we go, it's Rodgers under center. Matt Flynn, and he throws over the middle, batted down well. Earl Thomas, excellent pass defense, setting up 2nd and goal from the 10. Here comes Flynn, empty backfield set on 2nd and goal. And now here comes Flynn. taking it, and he's sacked! Brought down by Bruce Irvin. The outside linebacker records his first sack of the day. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's Flynn in the gun here with Starks. Draw play, and Starks is decked behind the backfield there. Again, Bruce Irvin coming up with his 2nd straight big play. And now 4th and goal from the 19 with Rodgers back in the game here. Let's see what we can do. 4th down and goal. It's Rodgers in the gun with Lacey. Rodgers over the middle, and it's not going to be enough. And anyways, it's dropped by Devontae Adams. So now we're going to get the ball back just to run down the clock here. 24-10 for Seattle as it's handed off to Marshawn Lynch. Lynch cutting up and picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. 2nd down play, it's Wilson in the gun with Lynch. And he hands it off to Lynch. And that's a pick up about 4. Green Bay called the timeout, 1st and 10. Now here we go. It's Wilson. Going to get in the pistol here with Lynch and Coleman. And he hands it off to Lynch. Marshawn Lynch cutting and picking up a game clincher in that 1st down. Now here we go. It's 1st and 10 for Seattle. 26 rushes and 24 passes, as we're definitely going to go to the run again in these coming plays. And it's McCoy motioned out, and Lynch going up the gut. Nice turnaround there, and he hurdles! Bouncing off his offensive lineman for a 1st down as Lynch has just beast moded his way through the end of this game. And here comes 1st and 10. He may set us up for a late field goal try even, if we feel like it. And now here comes Wilson, the handoff to Lynch, and he cuts up the middle, picks up a few. 2nd and 7 coming up now. 2nd down play. It's Wilson getting under center with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. And he hands it off to Lynch. Lynch powering for a 1st down. Or actually, that's going to be 3rd and inches. Here comes a 3rd down play here. Russell Wilson in the gun with Marshawn Lynch. And Wilson takes the snap. Wilson, he has time. And he goes quick. Hits his man. It's Jermaine Kearse. Russell Wilson, that's going to get him over 200 yards. Just to pad the stats for him a bit. And, let's just call the timeout here. I actually don't want to kneel. Now here we go. It's 1st down and 10 as we're just going to run the football. I'm not the kind of person who takes kneels. I just find those to be cheap shots. Now here we go. Wilson hands it off to Lynch. Lynch goes for about 4. 2nd and 5. Here comes this 2nd down play. It's Wilson getting in the pistol here with Lynch and Coleman. And Wilson hands it off to Lynch. Lynch powering forward. 1st down, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch just beast moding his way to a 1st down. And, not another time. I've made a mistake. I'm going to save that timeout for later when I want to kick the field goal. And now here comes 1st and 10. Now here we go. It's Wilson under center with Coleman and Lynch in the backfield. And he's going to hand it off to Lynch. Lynch picking up about 2 or 3. Yeah, that's 2 yards there. And now here comes 2nd and 8. Here comes Wilson in the pistol with Lynch. And it's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch. And he picks up a nice amount there. It's 3rd and 3 coming up. And I'm going to just call the timeout and be a jerk here. Kick the last second field goal to make it look more impressive than it actually was. To make it a 27-10 game here. So let's just do this thing. 27-yard try here from Hauschka. And it's Hauschka. The hold from Jackson. The kick is up and good. And Seattle win 27-10 a great opening week win for your Seattle Seahawks, as it was quite the game here for a few players. Green Bay's offense did look really good against us, except in the run game. And after the Percy Harvin concussion, Russell Wilson and the passing game stepped up admirably. And I'm not going to end this video quite yet. I'm going to check the exact length of the Harvin injury, because that could be a huge one. As you can see there, the 4th down conversion that failed from Green Bay. Then there was a handoff to Lacey for the touchdown earlier in this game, and that was their only touchdown of the game. And Lynch with that touchdown to make it 24-10. Zach Miller's touchdown to make it 10-3. I mean 10-10. And Richard Sherman's pick 6, the never say never moment of the game. He had an interception hat trick in this game, picking off 3 from Aaron Rodgers and returning 1 of them to the house. A beautiful game from Richard Sherman. And, okay, maybe he might have been right about being the best corner in the game. Who knows? And now here we go, as I'm just going to check the Harvin injury, and then I'll be signing out of this video. As let's head over. Where's Injury Central? And we are there. Injury report. And good. Harvin's going to be good for next week. So that is all for this video here. As you can see, our rankings in the league. So yeah, that's it for this video. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and comment your thoughts. This was a very good win for us, and I hope to have many performances like it in the coming games. So yeah, I'm Seabass, and I'm signing out. Peace.